from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Trial for a Henrico Middle School teacher accused of assaulting a student begins today. We'll tell you more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Tuesday, May 31st, 2022, and it's brought to you today by the law firm of Barnes & Deal.
And now for the news.
Well, today is the beginning of a 3-day trial for Short Pump Middle School teacher Dean Lakey, who was accused of sexually assaulting a student on campus several years ago. The alleged assault occurred on school property in 2017, according to court documents filed in Henrico County Circuit Court. The student who accused him was 12 at the time. Our Anna Bryson will be there this week, bringing you complete coverage from the courtroom. Be sure to follow henricocitizen.com for details. Regional discount chain Gabe's will open its first store in Henrico this summer. The company will take over a nearly 59,000 square foot anchor spot in the Brook Run Shopping Center at 5700 Brook Road. That spot was once occupied by U-Crops and then Martin's grocery stores. It's been vacant for several years. Gabe's is headquartered in Morgantown, West Virginia. It has more than 120 stores in 15 states in the Mid-Atlantic and the South. A spike in COVID-19 related hospitalizations in Henrico during the most recent reporting week has elevated the county into the high community level as of last Thursday. That's according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Virus-related hospitalizations in the county jumped from just more than 3 per 100,000 people to 10.5 during the past week. That triggered the shift. The change came even though the number of new COVID-19 cases per 100,000 people remained generally unchanged, just shy of 300. The CDC uses 3 metrics to determine whether a locality is in the low, medium, or high community level. Those are the number of cases per 100,000 people, the number of virus-related hospitalizations per 100,000 people, and the percentage of staffed inpatient hospital beds in use by COVID patients, all within the past 7 days. At the high level, CDC officials recommend that people wear masks indoors regardless of their vaccination status and stay up to date on their vaccinations and boosters. It's also advised that you improve ventilation indoors and quarantine or isolate if you test positive. Henrico police took a woman into custody yesterday after reports of a shooting into a vehicle. It happened near Mechanicsville Turnpike and Dill Road. The victims reported that shots were fired at their vehicle. The woman was detained shortly thereafter and a firearm was recovered. No one was injured. Police continue their investigation. Well, if you've been to Lewis Ginter Botanical Garden in the past few days and it seemed like the bugs were a little larger than normal, you weren't imagining things. The garden debuted David Rogers' Big Bugs exhibition, 10 oversized sculptures of bugs placed throughout the garden. They include giant ladybugs, a daddy longlegs, a dragonfly, spider and web, hummingbird, and more. All of them are made from reclaimed forest materials. The exhibit will run through August 28th. It's open daily, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and until 9 p.m. on Wednesdays and Thursdays through mid-September. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Barnes & Deal. Barnes & Deal has emerged as a highly respected family law firm over the past 3 decades with the resources, skills, and experience necessary to handle high-asset divorces and other complex family law matters across Virginia. To learn more, visit barnesfamilylaw.com, that's B-A-R-N-E-S, or call 796-1000.